Hey everybody, welcome back. We're just at this encounter with Boar with Horns. I don't know if this starts off a fight or anything. You'll notice that through the magic of video editing, off camera I just ran back to the entrance, healed all my guys up, went to the stables to replenish spells, and then came back here. Didn't get into any other fights. You haven't really missed anything except for that boring, kinda sorta cheesy little, I guess you could call it an exploit, but I think it was maybe just a bit of an oversight by the designers to allow you to, you know, replenish your spells for free. But anyway, let's search. So the other times that I came up with a text wall, I didn't search around, and we found a key. Rick found a key. Oh, wrong button again. Anyway, let's inspect Rick. Okay, so it's got a question mark on it. So I'll need to bring it back to get identified. And encounter. Monster surprised you. Scruffy man flees. Thrusts violently at Rick and misses. Right, and like I said, it's kind of an indication that, you know, you're a bit overpowered if they just all run away. And yeah, you don't get any experience for mobs running away. I guess they're not mobs because they don't actually move around. I think how the game works is when you enter a certain square, you know, the game does a random number, generates a random number, and you have a chance of getting an encounter. Now I don't think it's for every space. You know, it's a lot more likely, you know, behind doors and stuff that you'll actually end up in an encounter. Like your chances are lower actually just walking around or whatever, right? But most encounters, or I shouldn't say most, but a lot of encounters happen, you know, right behind a door. You kick through a door and it says, you know, you encountered monsters. Okay, so everybody's still high on health. I haven't had to burn up any spells. So I think I've already been through this one, so I think I'll skip on to the next one. Again, this section of the map is just a whole series of corridors. Monsters surprise me. Skeletons. They just miss all my guys. That's because they're so armored that that they can't hit. AC of 2 is pretty good. Not the best, but it's definitely really good. But it's interesting because, you know, these guys are heavily armored and they're being missed. I think it's more explained that these enemies are actually hitting, but you know, it's just bouncing off armor harmlessly or whatever, right? And when you do damage is when you actually, you know, you've hit a little gap in the armor or whatever and actually managed to do some damage. It's kind of the way that it's been explained. It's not that they're, you know, swinging their sword or claws or whatever and missing. Alright, for 10 damage. Yeah, there you go. Alright, a chest. Jimbo, he says it's a crossbow bolt. Well, disarm it, Jimbo. He disarmed it. 15 GP. I'm not going to do the math. I learned my lesson. Kobolds. So, I mean, you know, kind of the I don't say joke or whatever with this game, but I mean, a lot of times you're going to go fight, 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 parry, parry, parry. Especially in the older versions, because this has a few more options for your priest and your rogue or thief. You can actually go fight, 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 and you can actually have your back characters do something useful other than spell casting. Like I said, ambush wasn't in the original Apple II version. So yeah, your thief was just there specifically to inspect and disarm chests. And you didn't necessarily need him to either, because, you know, you can get spells that will identify and disarm the trap, such as Calfo. I prefer to use those spells to actually, you know, those spell slots to actually heal. So, who's been damaged? So Jimbo actually got damaged. Wow. So I think he got spotted trying to backstab, and he got hurt. Anyway, fight, fight, fight. Let's cast a spell. Do something a little bit more interesting. Matu, Manifo, and Montino. I can't remember what they all do. I think Manifo sort of stuns them. It's a little earth shock, earthquake. Why don't you cast? I forget what Mogref does. I know Halito is just a 1/8 damage fireball. The manual for the original game says that they're like baseball size fireballs. Halito. Alright, fight, 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 parry, parry, parry. You see that 0 in the brackets up there? That means that they are basically inactive. They can't do anything. They were held. I guess paralyzed. Trapless chest, eh? Well, you're gonna open it. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I just saw that. Secret door. Monster surprised me. Ooh. To choose stand for 4. So they got a shot through. But it's not often that they do. Fight, fight, fight. Undead, so I can do a dispel. Get Jimbo to hide. And Yarrow will... You wouldn't think Catino would have an effect on undead, but let's try it. Okay. Septimus dispels 2 monsters. Yeah, so it doesn't really make sense that, you know, undead kobolds fall asleep, because they're undead, right? The living dead don't fall asleep. Alright, fight, 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 parry, parry, parry. And yeah, so actually doing that exposes Jimbo to possibly getting hit, but he has really good agility and luck, so... Poison Needle, eh? He disarmed it. Oh, and we found a potion, too. So we got 2 items that we can potentially use. So I'm going to heal up Jimbo, because it's possible he could die in combat, and that would be bad. So Dios on Jimbo, 7. Dios on Jimbo. I kind of hate that it doesn't just do a specific amount. Let's do Milwa just to show you what it does actually. Let me quickly read up on these spells again. So Matu, all allies AC up to, yeah, immobilizes group, yeah, so it's kind of a, and yeah, group is silenced. And Kalki, I think it's just 1, or no, everybody gets AC 1. Okay. Dios is the best though. Porfic is, yeah, specific ally, gets AC 4. Oh wow, look at that. You know, it looks a lot less dungy. So they surprised me, and they decided, you know what, screw this, let's get out of here. So yeah, wow, I forgot how Milwa just brightens everything up, and everything's gone from dingy, you know, dark brown to, you know, gray stone. And I think those doors were secret. And yeah, you can see a lot further away too. Yeah, I think that door is a secret door. So, slimes, we're just gonna fight, 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 parry, parry, parry. Inspect. What do you think, Jimbo? Oh, geez, don't open it. Yeah, he disarmed the trap. We should probably go back. Another encounter. A whole bunch of skeletons. Dispel. You hide. We're gonna cast a Halito. Inspect that crossbow bolt. Disarm it. Oh, come on, Jimbo. Yeah, Jimbo disarmed it. Finally. And we found a robe. So we're finding quite a few items. We surprised the monster. So, a bit more fighting. Let's go. Oh, and that last strike was by Jimbo. Oh, and he just automatically opened it. That's cool. We found some more armor. All right, let's do another Doom Epic. Oh wow, okay, so we've explored a lot. We still have a little bit to explore from that other aisle over there. Yeah, I've kind of just been wandering around, you know, not really paying attention to where I'm going. But yeah, I'll finish out this room by moving into the 2 squares adjacent to me. And then I think I'll just head back. And we'll do that right now. Still got a whole bunch of time left for this episode. Oh, and I lost my light. So now everything's all dark and dingy again. Alright, no, that's not the hallway. The hallway's right there. Okay. So yeah, light actually reveals secret doors. Cool. I forgot about that. And it lasts for 30 moves. Okay, so let's go to Boltax. Pool the gold. Wow, we have 1704 gold, so we could give... you know what? Yeah, I'm not going to revive Samwise, because it might fail, and then it'll cost even more, right? Okay, so let's identify some stuff. So the key. A key of silver. Robe? It's just a robe. Armor? Leather armor. Anything else? Noble sir. Potion? Right. Pool the gold. Another potion of neutralizing. Okay. And I believe that's it. Now, we have 1,500 gold left over. Alright, so we don't need these robes. We don't need this leather armor. Did that key of silver cost us money? I guess it did. But it's like kind of a quest item. And so, therefore, you can't sell it. Yeah, so let's see what else we can buy. So, Blade of Biting, nope. Could get the EP of Dismay. Now, I don't know if that means if it's cursed, or what. Or the Studley Staff. But I think I'll do the upgrade and get two plate mails. Won't be able to get a third set. Yet. Iron Shield, wow, that's really expensive. Helm, and then gauntlets are, yeah, gloves of copper. And then these are all scrolls and potions. Well, actually, yeah. And I don't think you can use scrolls to learn a spell, like, you know, you could in D&D. I think it's just, excuse me, I think it's just, you know, you can use it. But I know in D&D you could use a scroll to actually learn a spell and put it into your spell book. But I don't think it works that way in this game. But anyway, we'll finish out our shopping and level up in the next episode. Thanks for watching.